Congratulations, you've reached the intermediate level. It took hard work and it's a wonderful accomplishment. Learning golf is difficult. Take pride in what you've done. As an intermediate player, you're now beginning to keep score and you're eager to lower it. Your irons are becoming more accurate while your drives are longer but not quite consistent. Some of your shots are curving too much, likely slicing, and that issue probably needs to be addressed. Your biggest problem though is consistency. You may have a stretch of good holes, but double bogeys and snowmen still creep in. At this point, you don't need to spend quite as much time on the range. Instead, you could have more fun learning how to play golf on the course, so you develop a feel for getting the ball in the hole in the fewest number of strokes. On-course strategy is now super important. We encourage you to review our video on it. Occasionally, you can make bold choices to gain experience and confidence, but conservative plays will usually benefit your score. Initially, you worked on 9 fundamentals, which are grip, alignment, posture, swing motion, follow through, pre-shot routine, pivot, impact position, and practice. I like to refer to them as the static approaches for beginners. They put you in neutral positions to learn basic aspects of golf performance. And they also encourage your personality to surface in your swing and putting. Now we're going to deal with those 9 fundamentals plus others as being dynamic. We need to be certain they're adjusted to fit your personality and tendencies. To do so, we'll direct you to videos that offer performance options in succinct ways so you can try out alternatives and determine best fit. But before you delve into options, you need to understand background information about swing theories. We have comprehensive videos that'll explain it all to you. Please take a little time to review them before going to the options. The biggest change for what you're doing to now is going forward, you'll become a student of the sport by understanding swing theories. You need that knowledge so you can make good selections regarding the options we present, as well as to communicate effectively with your PGA professional. If you don't have knowledge of what makes a golf swing effective, your instructor, YouTube videos you watch, or your friends or relatives will turn you into a golfing robot. You'll get overwhelmed with irrelevant, conflicting, and sometimes inaccurate information. Learning what others think is best for you instead of what fits you, and it'll prevent you from ever reaching your potential. I fully endorse lessons with your PGA professional, but as a student you must manage them. You cannot allow your swing instructor to dominate you or impose stifling cookie-cutter methods that run contrary to your feel and tendencies. A lesson with a PGA professional isn't like going to the doctor, where you're given a diagnosis and research-based instruction on what to do to improve. It can't be because, unlike medicine, there's no single science to the golf swing. Different, conflicting mechanics work well by different players at all levels, including those on tour. If you go to a tour event, you'll see professionals with vastly different swings. They accomplish ball striking and performance in many different ways, and the most successful ones have kept their unique golf footprint. When you visit with your instructor, tell him or her what you've been experimenting with, what has worked and what hasn't, and then ask for assistance in bringing out your unique swing footprint, which is your personality. There are 5 aspects of golf performance that are absolutely necessary. Options fitting your personality, options feeling good, rhythm, generating good position and impact, and generating repeatable movements. In addition, I want to pass along tips that are especially important for you as an intermediate golfer and direct you to videos that'll help. Get your clubs fit for you. Recalibrate and understand how far you hit each club. Focus on rhythm throughout your practice and play, even between shots. Try to move at a consistent pace whether you're under pressure or not. At home, practice your pre-shot routine, pivot, impact position, and putting. Watch our videos on creating peak performance on the course, power from the ground up, which involves using your pivot to lower into the ground and then push up to generate swing speed, rhythm, controlling your emotions so things don't rattle you, hitting out of fairway and greenside bunkers, curving the ball, hitting the ball high and low, getting short game up to par, reading grass and lie, distance control, video analysis, trouble shots, and maintaining statistics. And finally, I'll point out the most frequent mistakes I see made by intermediate players. Rushing warm-up, practicing without a purpose, little or no pre-shot routine, especially in putting, using the wrong clubs, especially pulling out a driver when it's not needed on a tree-lined par 4, aiming for the wrong target off the tee on a par 4 or par 5, chronic slicing of shots without an apparent effort or understanding of how to correct it, out of posture, such that during the swing the body tilts forward, back, or to one side or the other, especially at the top of the backswing, moving and swinging fast while under pressure of an important shot, planning for your best shot instead of your average one, and consequently ending up in trouble. As I said, sometimes you can make bold decisions, but if you do it a lot, then you'll shoot high scores. Taking too long and overthinking. Always aiming at the flag stick instead of figuring out the best percentage target. Approach shots that are way too short of the green. Putts that are way too short of the hole. Hitting greenside bunker shots too far behind the ball. Forgetting about rhythm on pitch shots and not using your natural touch, finesse, and feel. Chipping and pitching with too much loft. Not rotating enough to accomplish a good pivot, as well as stalling out the pivot, usually at impact, which sends the ball offline with little power. Making poor club decisions and poor decisions about target on par 3s. They're the hole where beginners and intermediate players average the greatest margin above par, so decisions should be conservative. Not committing to shots. Lack of confidence to close out a good round. Lack of hydration and failure to eat real, healthy food in small increments. Expecting too much from your game and being too hard on yourself. Let us know if we can help.